We are finally in the game. I see the players, and we're ready to start this Bocage hardpoint.
Yeah, and going right to P1 as we've seen how mixy it was in the first series. Let's see if that'll continue here. As El Jefe going at the outside, he's going to see Psychotic, big kill there, and we are off. As again, look how mixy this point is. It's just it. This is Bocage for you.
Yeah, the Paris Letdowns certainly letting us down with such a mixy hill. They will have preferred side spawns for this hill if there is a preferred side, but Cleveland Misfires are actually kind of inching their way up, and they have some decent feet on the hill, and they're probably going to try and go for spawns here, but they're really dealing with Paris Letdowns and not dealing with them too well. And unfortunately, they will get cut down on the point. Paris Letdowns will retain control of that spawn side, but Cleveland Misfires, thinking about this P2, you see them creeping in. They're standing on P2, but they get dropped down. Number 7 in Barn trying to do all he can to creep around, but will he get spawns? Who knows?
Yeah, there is a little bit of a flip here. They might actually have it as big kills coming out, as it looks like Cleveland set up on the hill here, but it was again a mixy P1 and not much happened here. Now P2. Let's see if any teams can get some times as Cleveland balling out right now. But 2 kills back for Paris yeah, it's been very close so far. Not too much difference between the teams, but again, Paris with 4 down there.
Yeah, we have kind of like a little bit of a circle around the hard point as Paris and Cleveland form a perimeter. As Paris has a foot on the hill, they will kind of keep this game tied, but Cleveland just going to kind of rush in, get a kill. They're going to have to deal with Mike on bar now, but Mike will get cut down by Fluids, and they have really solid control of the hill now. Paris Letdowns just kind of spawning near P3, saying, okay, let's just make our stand here. Let's keep the spawns, and let's run it back, try to make up the points here, but Fluids just kind of brushing in the house, and well, he's putting his team in a good position by trying to wrap around and get spawns.
Yeah, and he's gonna. Oh, he can't get there. Nice kill, turnaround kill. Yeah, Paris had somebody die about 20 seconds left, and they decided they wanted spawn, so they were able to get it. But Cleveland moving in here, as they've been able to get some big kills. Paris still spawning behind the point though, so this is going to be an interesting rest of this point. But Cleveland's soaking up the time right now. Mike with 2 kills there, nice kills there, and can he get a third? He will. Good plays out of Mike, as that was big for Paris, as he's still fighting on point. Another kill there by Poner. Can't get the second, but yeah, it is, again, very mixy right now, and a lot of gunnies happening. Just so many engagements.
That was good for Paris, but Cleveland still managed to get a decent amount of time. All thanks to Fluids kind of creeping up through back window over there. But unfortunately for Cleveland, while Fluids was back there, Paris was still spawning there. They didn't push around. They tried to, but Paris got him, and Paris had the spawns for the entire hill, so they were able to kind of reclaim it. But Cleveland has done a great job keeping it mixy, as they're doing here on the P4 hill, and it will go to Cleveland so far, but Paris definitely putting up a fight. Still spawning P3 side, but they're going to kind of descend on the hill 3 at a time. And how are they going to enter this hill? Probably through the back. Try to catch him in the back. El Jefe will get a kill there. Try to catch Fluids. Fluids will have the snap on him, and Paris will actually come out on top here.
There's a good play to start the hill from Cleveland. Isolus was coming around the backside trying to get spawns and potentially flank, and they shut it down after a big engagement. So that was big for them. Cleveland, again, soaking up more time, but now it's going to be weird because Paris all spawning that side. Now they won't have spawns for next. But yeah, like I said, to start that it was a big play by Cleveland, and now they are set up for next.
Yeah, you see time after time, Paris has a good starting stronghold on the point, but Cleveland is just, their break game is really, really great. And Cleveland actually this time has a good starting stronghold, so we'll see if they could carry that through. They certainly are leading. They have a pretty comfortable lead, although no lead is really comfortable on Bocage Hardpoint. We know how crazy it gets, but Cleveland just trying to do what they can to defend the point. But there's Paris interweaved with Cleveland players, and Paris will come out on top and get some time here.
Isolus with another good play. He went on flank, and it was a weird situation where he just wasn't seen. There was people spawning back there. He wasn't seen. He gets killed there, but he's making plays for this Paris side. Like, him being on the flank has been really good. There's a lot of kills just happened there at once, but yeah, I like what I see out of Isolus so far, as he is doing well for his team.
Yeah, and look at Mike's KD for on the Paris side. He's doing as much as he can to kind of keep his game still in the thick of it, and he's doing a good job. I think Paris had a pretty good retake of this hill. I mean, I think the deficit of points was lowered a little bit, but this P1 hill is going to be mixy. Poner's going to try to get Shed, try to catch a player there that he just missed, but Paris will go all down and spawn P3, and now they have to think about, will they go for spawns for P2? How are they going to break this point? What are they going to do now?
Yeah, if you're Paris, you gotta kind of regroup here. Now, it does look like they have somebody going behind, so they should have spawns if he doesn't die. And it looks like maybe Cleveland is recognizing that there's maybe someone in flank. They won't hear as Mike can't get the kill there. This would be big. He does get the kill, so let's see if they end up spawning on that side. But now you got to figure out what you need to do for next as P1 is winding down. And it does look like they get spawned, so good job out of Paris there to flip the script and now hopefully get themselves in a good position for next.
Yeah, I was worried for Paris there. They did a good job clearing 3 players out, but there was one Cleveland player in the back barn, and I was worried that that wouldn't be enough to switch Cleveland to P3 side, but it actually was. And Paris has done a good job capitalizing on that, getting a foot on P1, and now setting up for P2. Poner will get some kills to defend P2, and it's up to his teammates in barn to try and meet the guys in the middle and really keep their teammates back defended. But Poner doing just kind of hiding on the hill, but the hill's contested. Poner's going to go on the hunt, try to catch Psychotic Pig, and Pig will get cut down. Paris still has the point, but there's players everywhere around the point. It's Cleveland, Paris, Cleveland, Paris. Paris will end off on it.
Yeah, Paris got the kills they needed to there because, as you said, like about the whole lobby was on the point there. They got the kills and they brought it back slowly, inching toward a 20-point game as they had control. But now Cleveland gets it back. But Cleveland does have the setup for next. It looks like, Isolic's trying to get through. He does get he almost got the kill there. But yeah, Cleveland in a good position as of right now for next hill.
Yeah, Cleveland in a great position. They are starting here where Paris started here last time. In Cleveland, they have a really good defense setup, and Paris doesn't look like they'll get spawns here. Cleveland will still spawn here, but Cleveland's going to be tested in the hill itself, and Cleveland will win that test for now. But Paris, they're approaching through Riverside. They're going to try to get spawns here. Can this number 2 player catch some Cleveland players on the side? And yes, he can. And so we have this battle in the back of P3.
Yeah, that was Isolic again, and look, he got the kill he needed to, and now they have spawns. He's been the flank for them, and like I said, he's been making great plays for them, keeping them in this because he's able to get spawns where they haven't had as much success as Cleveland on point, but he's able to get them in a better position, so good stuff out of him. Good kills out of there by Paris as they clean it up, and we'll get maybe the rest of this time. We'll see what Cleveland wants to do if they want to set up for next. Isolic on a 5. Good stuff out of Paris on this hill.
I'm really surprised at how Paris is playing the second. Oh my lord! As I say that, but Paris has been doing a really great job. I mean, like we said, Cleveland had the first stronghold on that hill. Paris broke that hill pretty well, and that wasn't. It looked pretty bad when that hill popped, but now they're going to have to do it again. As Cleveland will have another stronghold, but you see that Paris player in the hut side, number 1. He's probably going to try to get spawns or go in the back of the hill. Get a player there. There's a player in front of the barn. Will they be able to get him? He's going around, going to get him in the back. That he's the back shooting warrior. Going to keep the hill contested, but they're doing all they can. I think Paris does now eventually have spawns, but Cleveland drops them all 4 down, and that's good for Cleveland.
Yeah, Paris did what they needed to. I think it was El Jefe in the back, got the spawns, but then Cleveland cleaned it up. They killed all of them, and those spawns don't matter as if you don't get the kills. So yeah, it was big plays out of Cleveland, and they have soaked up a little bit of time on this hill as we move to P5. But yeah, that situation right there was just a matter of Cleveland getting the kills that Paris couldn't get.
Yeah, this game has almost flipped on its head with the breakability of both teams. And again, Cleveland will start out this hill, going to defend it well. Paris has spawns here, and they have the opportunity to get a hill, or sorry, get a good break here on the hill. And Paris does exactly that. They push all the Cleveland members out. Cleveland just full send spawning P1, trying to figure out how to play this. We have number 6 player going up P2, going to do the full wrap around and try to get spawns. But in the meanwhile, Paris is going off on the point, really digging their feet in on the point, and the Cleveland members in the back get red, get dropped, and you got one more Cleveland member on Riverside. But if you're Paris, you are so happy on this hill. You've really brought it back well.
Yeah, that was a very good kill for Paris, and they killed the guy on flank, so that was a big play. Now, if you're Cleveland, you got to think about maybe giving this up. As they do get 3 though, and they do get to the point as I say that, but a lot of time had went past there, and it was a really good hold by Paris. Like I said, shutting down that flank. Back to P1. This again testy as any hill in the game. So let's see if anybody can pull away here. I doubt it. I bet it's going to come down to the P2, but let's see what happens.
Yeah, Cleveland had a good walkover from P5 to P1, but Paris broke it. And, well, Paris got spawns now for P1 and P2, so we'll see if they can capitalize on that. They're definitely not out of this. They have a foot on the point. I say that. El Jefe goes down. Psychotic Pig breaking through Shed. Will get cut down. Paris defending the point well, but Cleveland's still on it for now. There's 3 Cleveland players to 1 Paris player in barn, and it's a trade out. Cleveland will end up on the hill for now. You have 12 seconds till the next hill pop. Cleveland knows that. They're creeping around that side, but they're not pushing back enough to get spawns. And will that hurt them, as Paris just has a really great formation in the front?
Oh, that was a big kill there. Yeah, I don't know. There might still be time here for Cleveland, as they do get another one. And now it's going to be interesting as you see the 2 players spawn there for Paris, but yeah, it's coming down to, as you see a glide bomb come in, and Cleveland on the point here. Can they finish it out, as it's been so close? 230 to 11. It's going to be crazy coming to the final here.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy, and Paris knows that Cleveland can win it here if they don't keep the foot on the gas. So you see them just kind of hiding on tree, doing anything they can to keep a foot. A contest is still a win for Paris technically, but now we've crossed that 20-second mark. Cleveland can no longer win it here, so Paris is going to leave 1 player on the point and go straight back to P3. Iceless will do all he can, but eventually Cleveland will get the last time, bring it, I think, to 240. They gotta rush into P3, but Paris has a great setup, and so we'll see what happens here.
Iceless with big plays here. Now it comes down to it, as Paris had the spawns here. They got to push in. It's going to come down to the wire here. But yeah, big plays out of Iceless on P2. And wow,
Oh, no.
Cleveland
killing
it out. Can they finish it off? 249, 250. Big win for the Cleveland Misfires. As wow, that is the game you want to start out the series. Unbelievable game to start, and good job by Cleveland. Like I said, Paris had the spawns on that last hill, it looked like. Yeah, it is. So we'll see how this goes and what the setup is for both teams. But getting into it here is, looks like, oh, they forgot the bomb. It looks like Paris will be going B side though, and Cleveland sending 3 over there. This could be an interesting first fight.
Yeah, Paris really said, we don't need the bomb. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. So they picked up the bomb. They are going straight B very fast. We saw this out of Oh Guy Chicago. I don't think we saw 2 rush into the hill and get cut down, though. That was a very nice read from Cleveland Misfires. They somehow knew that was going to happen. Rev's trying to come around and get that Paris player in the hill, but he won't be able to. That bomb is going to go down seemingly unless Cleveland makes a miracle play, but they won't. But Cleveland has a nice pinch going on. Each Cleveland player seems close to 1 Paris player, but they're going to cross over and put pressure on each other.
Yeah, Stig couldn't get the kill there. Can he get an out-poner? But now it's a 1v1 as Mike versus Fluids, and this is going to be... He sees him. Mike gets the kill. Paris Letdowns with the round 1 win. That was a very interesting round. You had the 2-piece to start, and then another 2-piece following it right again, and it ended up being 2-2. Paris prevails on that round, but that was an interesting round for many reasons. Obviously the start of it, and then good trigger discipline. I'm not sure, I can't remember who it was sitting on point, but they were able to get 2, and big plays out of them as Paris has the 1-0 lead.
Yeah, that was a wicked quick start out of them. As I all four were in the same place. I had to double look and make sure I wasn't missing somebody elsewhere. But it seems like B's gonna again be the site of contention here as Iceland's trying to cut one down. One does get cut down in the bomb site itself. One just outside of it's a 2v4 for Paris, looking to bring it up 2-0 in the map. And well, it's a 3v2 for right now, and Sigmati is going to kind of wrap around, try to catch Paris in their backs, but they have a new number two player. Can he look to the side and get Sigmati? Yes, he can, and it's a 3v1 for Paris as it stands.
That could have got interesting, but big kill there for Mike, because if he gets killed there, it's a 2v2, and you kind of have players on opposite sides. It could have definitely been a situation. 2v1 though, it's not over here. As Psychotic looking to get another Poner, can't get him. That was close. Poner needs to play his life here as the pistol comes out. This is chaotic. Nice play there as Paris takes the round. That could have got very dicey, but Paris prevails 2-0, going back on offense here.
Yeah, that was very scary for that lone Cleveland player because the bomb was on the other side of the map. Time is ticking, and there were three Paris players. And well, you see one, well, you bring it down to a 2v1, you see the other, and you don't get the kill, and immediately that Paris player you were shooting goes, hey teammate, get over here, I need some help. And they just walk in together and get that final kill to take the round. But we'll see Paris back on offense again. It looks like they're going to go A side this time, and Cleveland is just kind of stacking B, so it's kind of like the tale of two cities here. They're going to have to meet at some point, but Cleveland just doesn't read the A play, so we'll see how this goes.
And they're going to get it done quick. By the way, don't look now, but Mike is on a kill streak here, so he has streaks. That'll be interesting for later. But yeah, Cleveland full sent to B, and Paris went A, and now they got to look for the retake as one goes down for Cleveland. Not looking good for them. Let's see if they can make a play here late.
Yeah, Punter coming up the stairs. Will he see that player? No, he turns just in time to catch him. Oh my lord. So it's a 2v1. A 1v3, sorry, for Cleveland Misfires. Can Mike get that kill? Yes, he does. He needs to get two more, but they're defusing the bomb. He needs to act fast. He doesn't realize they're defusing the bomb. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. That's so unfortunate, but unfortunately for Paris, that will be their first round loss. But you're not feeling too bad because you still have one up on them.
Yeah, and like I said, Mike has streaks, and just that object there in the middle, I don't even know what that is, blocking the bomb site, couldn't see him get it down. That was a really good job by Cleveland though, right? Like they got the retake. That was big because you go down 3-0, that's not a good position. But they were able to retake. A little bit of COD timing, unfortunately, for Paris for a Poner, I believe it was. But here we go again. It looks like we might all be full sending to B. Here we go.
So Paris saw them full send to B and said, we can one up you on that. So we're just gonna fight it out at B once more. There's a front line here to this battle. Nobody's reaching around. They're just looking at each other. And Paris will come out on top for now. 3v2. El Jefe will get another kill to bring it to 3v1. Psychotic Pig all alone on the Cleveland side, trying to do something. He's going to get crafty, try to reach around, but he'll see his opponent in P5, and unfortunately, has his pistol out, will get cut down.
Yeah, that was just, as we said, I mean, it was a full send for both teams, and Paris was able to come out on top. And, yeah, like I said, I would imagine that we're going to see more of that because it looks like both teams are kind of committing, defensively at least. Like, they're committing to one side. It's not much of, like, split pushing or, having two people at A, two people at B. So I kind of expect more of that. But Paris back on the attack. Looks like Cleveland is going to full send B again, maybe? Maybe they have some guys going to mid. But, yeah, it looks like another B push here from Paris.
Yeah, another B push here for Paris. I'm so shocked at the amount of B pushes we're seeing as Fluids will get a kill on Paris and it to a 3v3. But Paris is close to getting the bomb down. I think they'll be able to do it if they start now. It's a 2v3. Paris has the numbers. We have a Cleveland Misfire player, number 5, kind of playing spoiler, but he just misses one right out the doors of that P2 hardpoint. And the bomb is getting down, but Sigmati is in an unexpected position. Unexpected indeed. He'll get a kill looking towards train station, but will he catch one? Not for right now.
Proner got seen, though. He is able to stay alive. Sees Revs. Can he get him? He can. and the Paris Letdowns able to go up 4-1, and this next round, a very important round, as Poner able to see Revs there and kill him out. But again, another B push, right? Like it's been just chaotic on that B side. Maybe they switch it up here. I kind of I'm thinking maybe Cleveland switches it up and goes A, but who knows? We might just have another full send B.
We'll have to see. No, it looks like they might be going B again. They're sending 2A. Maybe they're trying to kind of like throw a little bit of a mirage towards that A side. There will be 1v1 at that A side, and Cleveland will win that. They'll get the numbers, but that guy has to wrap around to support his team. And while the bomb is kind of hovering around his B side, but there's no commitment yet.
Yeah, I mean they're playing it slow, but that first pick is so important as Rev's in an interesting position here. But he will get seen by Mike as Mike frying in this game. But he is the last alive here, 3v1. Good job by Cleveland, and let's see if he can make a play. Gets one. Now it gets interesting. 2v1 here as it looks like the bomb is going down A, so Mike is going to have to make a wrap all around, get two, and get the defuse. Not looking good, but he's a very good player. Let's see if it happens.
He's a very good player indeed. Look at his KD at 10-3. If you want any player on the Paris side to be left in a 1v2, it's definitely going to be Mike. And not only that, he's pretty decked out. He has all the Infinity Stones. He has an MP40 and an auto, so he can take any range of engagement he wants. But it seems like Cleveland are going to try and force a closer range of engagement on the site itself. He's looking around. He knows the player has to be there. He catches one on trained Catway, but Flu is surely going to stand up and get him. Unfortunate for Mike, but he did all he could.
Fluids was really patient there. It was a good play because like he could have gotten up right away and kind of given himself away. But look at him, just waiting it out, getting that kill. Huge round for Cleveland as they make it 4-2. Another big round coming up. Another, as I like to say, swing round. So Paris back on offense. But yeah, Mike 10-4, and he still does have streaks, remember. So that is going to come into play at some point, I'm sure.
Of course. I always say you can't rely on streaks to win the match, but if you go up 5-2 here, I think Mike is going to call in a streak or maybe just hold it, but it's definitely going to come into play for sure.
Yeah, and we see another push B, by the way. Like, this has been common here. Mike seeing one on the outside. They do have position here, Paris. I don't know. It looks like they're going to take their time on getting it down, which is probably good. Now, watch this from Stigmathy on the backside. He's in an interesting position here. He can make a play here for Cleveland.
You could definitely make a play here for Cleveland, but don't count number 6, Psychotic Pig, out. The Psychotic Pig looks like he's looking towards P2. If one of the Paris members of P2 goes out the back door, he might catch him, but they don't. They go out the side and front doors. Number 6 just trying to get some distance, but interesting choice out of him when MP40. Think he's probably looking to let them plant, but I think the word comes through that they totally deserve the B site. Paris is planning at A, and now Cleveland kind of guessing that they have to wrap around at this point.
Yeah, that was a sneaky play there by Paris, and now they're in a really good position. 3v3. You got Poner with a two-piece there. Nice plays out of him. And now Paris is in a good position. But yeah, really nice play there, being able to get to A and kind of confuse them. And now it's all up to Psychotic Pig, seeing if he can make some magic happen. 26 seconds left on the clock. It's going to need a miracle.
Yeah, when you started your sentence was a 3v3, when you finished was a 3v1. It just goes by that fast. So Psychotic Pig trying to make a play for the A-bomb, but will get cut down from a very, very sneaky Paris player hiding in the corner. And now this is interesting. Paris is 5-2. They only need one more round. Will Mike call in that streak to try and close it out? Or is he going to hold it for in case the situation gets worse? We'll see.
Yeah, going to be interesting. And again, I'm not sure what Cleveland's going to do here. I think you play it a little bit slow like you did last round. I think their last attacking round. Try to get a pick at first and then play from there because it might be just too dangerous to the full send. Now, they are going A, and it looks like 2 are going to go for Paris. This is going to be a first big engagement as El Jefe sitting in A. Can he see him? He does. Can't get the kill, though. And Fluids comes in and gets a kill. That's exactly what Cleveland needed.
Yeah, that's exactly what Cleveland needed. We have Islas walking up with an auto, trying to get the bomb planner, and he does. Right as the bomb gets down, he's gonna do a smart thing and run away because you can't really challenge that with auto. Poner in front of him, gonna get cut down. Islas still waiting for that player that killed Poner. It's a 1v3. It's not looking great for Parasite, but Poner or Islas just kind of rushes into that. Doesn't look where he's going, and unfortunately for him, gets cut down.
Yeah, Cleveland didn't exactly play it slow, but they got the bomb down in a relatively good time. Isolus made a play on the bomb carrier, and you thought, maybe that was the turning point that they needed to get back in. Doesn't end up happening. We now go to another round, 5-3. Paris back on the attack.
5-3, the dreaded scoreline. I'm getting a little bit deja vu because we saw a 5-3 scoreline last Berlin Search and Destroy, but they brought it to around 11. So
Yeah.
can Cleveland pull that out? Let's see. I'm very excited to see. And so we'll see another B push.
Oh, that could have been. They almost lined up for Isolus there. They do take him down, but that could have been big. Poner with the kill there. Paris in good position as it's all kicking off. But another big kill. Mike just absolutely popping off. This guy has a lot of talent, and now it's up to Psychotic Pig again, as we've seen in situations before. And it's down to this. Got to make a play to keep the game alive.
Yeah, Psychotic Pig just kind of seems to be left in these 1v whatever situations. And he's struggling to figure out what to do. We've got Paris players on all sides. The bomb is ticking down. He's got both guns, but he can't really push up. It's very hard. He's going to try and wrap around, but what can you do? There's 3 players there. You'll eventually get cut down.
Yeah, there was not much he could have done. I mean, obviously in that situation, and Paris wins the map, and here we go. I had a feeling that this series is going to be close. Both teams pretty evenly matched, and yeah, like
Not war torn at all. Just a great vacation spot this time of year. And we're starting the hard point now. And of course, both teams will rush towards that P1 hard point as quick as they can.
yeah, Poner gets in there first. He does get killed out, but it's as I said before. It's going to be interesting to see the how these teams control this map because it's so huge on this map. A lot of mid control, of course, and controlling the spawns, a big thing. But getting in here early, Cleveland has the advantage. But Paris is on the point now as Cleveland looks for a retake.
Cleveland definitely looking for a retake, but won't get it yet. Paris has a good hold here, but Cleveland just kind of approaching at the easiest spot to do so from their staircase. And even though it's easy to probably tell, Paris just don't have eyes on them. Now they have players at both staircases. We'll kind of crossfire Paris and get on the hard point. Finally, if they hold that scrap time, it will be a dead tie game. But Cleveland fighting it out on P2 and will win that fight for now. But Paris probably can jump from cliffs on the top boat and literally descend on the hill.
Yeah, top boat on this hill is so important because it just gives you an advantage. Like this hill, another annoying hill because there's just no. It seems like there's nowhere to hide. Interesting play there. They do get it. Paris on the point now, and I'm looking for a retake for Cleveland, but they're right back in it as they spawn close. Poner with another kill. As the fight on top boat continues.
Yeah, the roles have reversed. When I finished, Paris was jumping from hill onto the point, but now Cleveland was. And I think Paris actually has those spawns again. So we're just keep flipping and flopping. This is such a mixy match. You don't really see that too often on Gavto. I've seen a lot of kind of one-sidedness sometimes, but they're keeping it mixy. These teams doing all they can, just players all around the point, but it's time to focus on P3 hard point. A little bit late, some might say, but Cleveland pinching that hard point from both sides, but a Paris player will run right through the middle, knows exactly where that player is going to be hidden, and then number 1 Paris player gets on the hard point.
And in the spot we expect him, and here we go. And this tank spot.
He takes the spot back.
Yeah. By the way, a nice play there out of Cleveland as they had spawned at the start, but Paris is getting the kills they need to right now as they are continuing to kill out. El Jefe going to try to get on the point and get him that tank. He can't, but it has been mixy so far. Cleveland's still with the lead, but again, another close start to this hardpoint game, which is expected with how that first map went.
Absolutely, and we keep talking about Mike. He's 9-3 so far. That's a 3.0 KD. he runs an automaton, so he's in his element here, and he's just completely taking advantage of it. Even if his team is a little bit down in the scores, they'll have a pre-firing that spot.
Oh,
Doesn't get a kill, but will get one right there. It gets traded out. That spot is that point is kind of chalked, and so Paris is going to set up at P3, get a really good opportunity to get spawns there. And we know how well you can hold on to spawns there.
yeah, Fluids was killed out there. That was the only Cleveland player over there. So Paris has the spawns, and they're in a really good position. You do have some Cleveland players spawning cliffside now, but unless they get some kills, they're going to be in a tough spot to break this point. You do have two coming beach, though, and this is where these spawns are going to be interesting. If they can kill Isolus in the back, which they do, now you got to see where these guys for Cleveland are going to spawn. And they spawn there. Here we go. Like I said, that kill there on the back is huge, and now Cleveland getting on the point is you literally just have to get that one kill back there. And even though Paris had was on time, they got the spawns and were able to push Paris out.
Yeah, last series we saw Okai Chicago hold down that point well, but they could never actually flip to spawns there. Cleveland understood that. They just kind of went in and got to spawns first and then descended on the hill. And it seemed to have worked out for them. They managed to get some good time there, but Paris had a really great retake there. The Sigma Teach just going off on a 2 spree so far. El Jefe knows to go P5. Almost, I thought he was going to challenge that, but no, he goes P5 as Cleveland will descend on it quick, but Paris doing everything they can to get there.
Stigmathy never got killed, so he's back here causing havoc. This is going to be tough now for Paris. They need to kill Stigmathy because he's just sitting back there and they're not going to be able to break in. Having said that, though, it looks like maybe spawns actually had flipped because of that. So unfortunate there for Cleveland, but it was a good play out of Stigmathy. He just never got killed off of that P4.
Yeah, and now Cleveland's in a rough spot here because we know spawns are so important for breaking these hills, but you have 17. There's really no point in going for the spawn, so you could probably challenge the hill from the front, but even at that point, how much time are you really going to get? It looks like they're content to let Paris just kind of have it. I mean, Revs get some nice kills, but unfortunately goes down. Cleveland will go on to P1, hopefully get a good stand there as Paris, I think for the first time in this game, now has the lead.
Stigmathy on a 6 right now. He was causing havoc. He never died off of that P4 play, and he's on a 6 streak, so he's going to have streaks. Gets another one. Stigmathy really playing well right now for Cleveland, and they do have control right now of the P1 hardpoint, so getting time Stigmathy is just absolutely tearing it. Mike getting one of his own teammates, but getting another one with that glide bomb. It is close. Still a 15-point game as we speak right now.
Jesus, Stigmathy is on fire. He might be able to get the Merciless. He just snapped on a player back in that old P3. Unfortunately, gets cut down before he can get the Merciless. What a 9 streak, man. Congrats to you. That's crazy. He's definitely been a playmaker for his team this entire match, and it shows. They started this hill tied, and now on P1, which is very mixy, they managed to get about 40 points. That's crazy, in part due to Stigmathy's just absolute slaying power.
Yeah, you're right. Like P1 is pretty hard as Fluids getting a 2-piece there. It's pretty hard to control, but they got themselves into the position to kind of control the map, and they were able to get a lot of time there. Paris on time here again, but they obviously want to get some time back as they are going on a little bit of a killing spree themselves. Getting some time, it is a contest right now, but as you see, I mean, Paris is killing everything right now. Good plays out of them.
Yeah, Mike played that really well. He knew exactly where they were spawning. He knew exactly what routes they were going to take, and just sat top boat and just aimed down where he knew he was going to be. And he got his team a really good opportunity to get some time on the point. Unfortunately, Cleveland will still have the lead going into P3, but that lead is well cut down. It is virtually a tie game.
Yeah, and Cleveland is now set up for next. So Stigmathy, it looks like he's laying in the boat as they had spawns to this. So now I think this is going to be a very telling hill right now. This could be a money hill for Cleveland if they can hold it. It's just going to be a matter of if they can get the kills, as right now they are. But watch that flank as it's Mike, and he's causing some havoc back here. He's just contesting right now. And can he get him in tank? He does. So now Mike again on a killing spree, and Paris was able to get some time. That was big plays out of Paris because the way Cleveland was set up, they could have gotten some serious time there, which they still are. This has been a good hill for them.
I love this hill, man. You saw Stigmathy just sitting there in the boat. Mike was on the point contesting it. Stigmathy didn't bat an eye. He just waited. He waited for Mike to challenge that. And unfortunately, Paris not having much luck on this hill. That 7 point deficit now comes down to about 40 again. Cleveland going to rush over to P4, but there's a Cleveland player in the back. He might
Yeah.
be enough to get, no, probably not enough to get spawns, but definitely causing some problems for Paris. Now they know they can't relax.
Yeah, I seen him going back there, and if he could have maybe stayed alive just for his team to pinch up, that would have been that could have been huge, as Cleveland's still balling out. But yeah, that was a sneaky play out of Isolus, I believe that was, and it could have been bad for Cleveland. But a mixy point right now is Cleveland getting the kills that they need. El Jefe on point gets a kill there. Can he get another
Oh
nice
my.
turnaround there?
It's a
And
great
it's
play.
still on a contest, but this has been a very mixy point. Paris still having spawns though, so that'll help them out as they do get more time. But it is close. It is it is going to come down to the wire here. You're probably going to have a P5 and then go back to P1, and that's probably going to be where it ends. But yeah, a lot of contest time on this hill.
Cleveland is just never content to let Paris relax. They keep challenging that old hill, and that might not work out in their favor. As it seems like there's
Ooh.
more Paris players on the P5 side. As El Jefe is on a 2 streak right now, he secures a point for his team, and Cleveland just not on the right side, probably due to that really late challenge. But Paris has a good hold here. Cleveland looking to get spawns, but can't get far back enough to get them. Stigmathy will try and even that out for his team, but still surrounded by Paris players. Might call on the streak. I don't think he ends up doing it. Looking to do it, though, but he will get cut down before he can.
Yeah, I don't know if you got that down. The start of that hill was a great play out of Paris as they were on the flank and then able to get spawns out of that. Again, a close game though. I mean, Paris getting some time here, but you have a 10-point game coming down to the final hills here, as we might have a tie game going back to P1.
Yeah, absolutely. That really late push on P4 really hurt Cleveland. They really didn't need to do that. And it let Paris get some really great time on P5. It is now a tie game. Cleveland will have the point, but there's a Paris player gonna glide bomb it. That's a perfect hill to get the glide bomb. Can he get at least a kill? Yes, he can. There's no cover in sight for Cleveland. That's one kill. You still got to get the others. Paris kind of rushing into point. They know exactly. They just need to send, get a kill here. They can't. Poner can't get the kill, but can Mike take his trade? Iceless does, and they get the
Yeah, it was a
point,
big
but there's
kill.
Cleveland right there. There's Cleveland right there in the outside the gates, walking right back in.
A very mixy hill, a big kill by Isolus, but it has just been bodies being thrown on this hill as Psychotic Pig trying to get a kill here. But yeah, this hill has been very highly contested, and just like I said, bodies being thrown as they are playing Ring Around the Rosie. Psychotic Pig finally getting the kill. It is a close game, like I said, but Cleveland getting some time here. Maybe they can get some time on P2 and close it out. This is going to be a big hill here and a tough hill to defend.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be a big hill. P2 is notoriously mixy, so man, I'd be surprised if it doesn't end here, but I could actually see it maybe happening. But Cleveland will get a foot on the hill. Paris not far behind, but if they don't get their kills, it might be game over for them. Cleveland just on the hill. Mike gets a nice kill. One Cleveland player is still around the hill. If Mike gets this kill, oh, he doesn't. But Paris teammates to back him up. They need to rush in now. They need to contest. They need to get their kills. Unfortunately, they don't.
Cleveland goes 4 down at the end. I was watching the mini map. They just were kind of getting like closer spawns to the point they were able to get the win, and Cleveland goes up 2-1 in the series. But that was another close game. Like, this series has been good because these teams are so because that would have put us in a tough situation. But yeah, let's see how these teams start out as. A P1 with like the long sight lines. It's going to be interesting to see if the ARs can make plays as Psychotic Cleveland with the first 3 kills as Mike playing his life on point. But that was exactly the start that Cleveland would have wanted there to start this game.
Yeah, that was a pretty good start from Cleveland. As we will see this hill
Boner with
really
the 3. Boner with sorry, I was going to say with a double, but that was a nice kill there. I thought it was a 3-piece, but there's actually a team kill in there.
Yeah, so Paris will have the point for now. They have a pretty good hold on it. They will have the lead by about 18 points. I think it looks like Cleveland is just kind of giving up this point and just going full send for P2, which they have decided for currently. But you can see that number 3 player. He's in that church alley section. He's going to push around radio, challenge it from front. I thought he might push around, but Harris just decided to challenge it from the side that they know that Cleveland knows they're going to be coming from, but they're doing a really great job at doing so. And it's 1v1 on the point, but Paris is now spawning there? That's crazy. That's crazy.
Fluids with a nice 3-piece there.
Oh
Yeah,
my.
that was a big play, by the way, on the first hard point is Psychotic Pig coming around and making plays. Gets
Oh
all
my
3
God.
great plays out of Psychotic Pig, and now Cleveland on the point. But yeah, to go to my point before, Paris had a good first hill, but the Cleveland firing right back here and on this P2, and Psychotic Pig is just absolutely frying right now at 8-3.
Yeah, Paris is still spawning here. I don't reckon they'll give it up yet. I think they'll have one more go at it, but there's 3 Cleveland players on the hill. It's going to be tough for them. As I think Paris is trying to wrap around the back, so worst case scenario, maybe you force Cleveland to spawn church side, and if you die, you go back to P3. Paris did a good job at kind of keeping it contested, but Cleveland will get the scrap time, and it's about tie for now as we go into P3 with a Paris stronghold.
Yeah, you're right about that. And then they were able to spawn, and now they have a good hold on this. And you got to watch Fluids here coming around. He could make a big play here as he didn't see him. Fluids going to take his time. It gets the kill. And that was a good play out of him. One more on point. He can't get him, and he does get killed out. But that could have been huge. Isolus trying to kill a Psychotic Pig. He can't. Psychotic Pig is absolutely frying right now. And Cleveland on time. Poner with another kill, but... yeah, that was a little bit of an interesting play in the back. But Cleveland is getting the kills they need to right now, and they just have control.
That was a crazy play by Fluids, I think it was, who creeped out into that back restaurant. Nobody saw him. He got that Paris member off the head spot, which is one of the hardest spots in the game, in my opinion. And Cleveland has just dominated that hill from there on out. And it's 6 seconds left. They will... as I say that, Paris actually takes the scrap time. So it's going to be a 4-point deficit. Actually, as I say that, it is a tie game still. I thought, for whatever reason, I thought Cleveland got more points on that than they actually did. But Cleveland will actually make it up for it by getting a really good start on this church as they clear out the Paris members, trying to flip spawns and hold well inside the point itself.
Yeah, Cleveland still has spawns here, and again, more great kills out of Psychotic Pig on that point. He's been carrying so far for Cleveland, but now you got to watch as it looks like Paris will have spawn, so they might be able to get a late break here as it's been a highly contested point so far. Fluids sees Poner. Can he kill him? He will. Cleveland Misfires making some plays. And now you're in an interesting spot because 18 seconds left. Now Paris maybe wants to look toward P5. I don't know if they will. And now Cleveland might be able to make their way over. It's going to be a rush over to P5. It looks like Paris will get there first. But, yeah, that was good plays out of Cleveland, and they got a lot of time there.
Definitely. Cleveland did a great job extending that lead. I think it's now about 25 points. Cleveland not going to give up this point at all yet. They bust it in.
Oh
they get
God.
4 down on Paris, and Cleveland's going to have a great start there. Paris are still spawning at old. Cleveland knows exactly where they're coming from, or maybe not. They look like they might be guessing roofs. One's coming to bottom. They read him, and while Paris is going to kind of attack from the side here, Cleveland looking at all directions, going to hold down this point. Kingdom Come.
Yeah, and they're doing it. I mean, look at all these kills coming out. Paris is in a weird spot because, like, they're kind of trying to go through well, but they're just getting picked off. They do get Poner with a nice kill there. That was a really nice kill. But Cleveland is starting to pull away. They've had really good times on P4 and P5, and again, they're just getting the kills they need to. So good stuff on them. And now they just spawn on P1, so they're going to be set up for P1 now.
Yeah, Paris doing everything they can. They get that little bit of scrap time, but obviously that's a huge loss on that hill for them. They're down about 60 now. Remember, if they lose this map, they lose the series. And Paris is spawning on the side you want to spawn on, but Cleveland has people looking at both sides. They will get a Cleveland member down on point. They will get another one. Cleveland is going to make sure that they protect the point itself. Paris is going to be dominant, getting a foot down. There's about 40 seconds left on his hill, though. Cleveland descending on it, but Paris keeping up a really great defense, but being careful also not to give up their spawns.
So I don't know what happens. I gotta pick. He is absolutely dominating right now. 23-8, and he gets another one. A three. I don't know if that was 3 or 4. Great plays out of him. It was 4. Psychotic Pig absolutely frying. But that, I mean, the start there for Paris is exactly what they needed. But Cleveland now getting on. But that start to the start to P1 for Paris was really good, and now they're in a weird situation. Is he does get the kill there. But we got, like, I think there was maybe split spawns that happened at near P2, and that made it mixy down there. But, yeah, both teams, making good plays. Paris just needs to get some time on one of these next hills to get back into this game.
Yeah, Psychotic Pig really making a huge difference. If you're Paris, you really hate Psychotic Pig right now, and you really got to focus on him. We've talked about Mike this entire series, but he's struggling a little bit on an AR with the AR on this map that we said was close quarters. Islas making it look easy with MP40. Paris will get a good hold for now. Cleveland kind of deciding what they want to do here. You have that number 7 wrapping in the back. He might secure spawns for Cleveland, but that might be too late to really be an advantage. I think Paris is spawning over towards P3, and if you're Cleveland, you'll be happy sending lead anywhere. Well, actually, Cleveland is pushing right around the P3. Paris is still attacking.
A little bit of a so they actually Paris got rooftop spawns, and maybe they should have had somebody stay back there because it allowed Cleveland to get the spawns, and now they're going to be put in a tough situation. But look, if you're Paris, the game is not without reach. You still have time to make plays, and Shriek's coming in now, but you got to start doing something soon because it is getting tough. They are on time now, though. Wow, Hefe coming from behind. This might be interesting. He gets 2. There's a third. I don't know if you've seen him. Looking. Oh, Psychotic Pig takes him down.
Psychotic Pig is just crazy. That restaurant in back P3 has just been like the top dining place for Cleveland Misfires this map. They just love rushing right through there, coming out the back, getting spawns, and surprising Paris. And it's worked out really well for them. Cleveland has a good hold here. I mean, if you're Paris, you need every point you could get, but it's like, is it even worth it? It's only 8 seconds. What Paris probably doesn't know, because they can't see the mini-map, is that they have a really good opportunity. They have some time before Cleveland's going to make it over, so they set up a good stronghold, but they don't have too much time. And we see that number 8 player try to rush in through side door. Will he get cut down? No, he's going through the back. He might get spawns. Probably. He's getting members off the hill. He's got 2. He will be cut down, but that leaves just enough time for his teammates to get in, push Paris out, though Paris is still spawning that side.
Cleveland's doing a really good job this game with breaking hills. As Fluids just making plays here. Nice kill there by Mike. But yeah, they're doing a good job breaking hills, and that's been the difference so far, as they've just been doing it a little better than Paris has been able to. But again, Paris, look, you have time. You just got to start making plays on these neck hills, as Cleveland is just absolutely frying right now. A little bit of a weird spawn. Now the race is going to be on to go over to P5. It's going to be the hill that probably decides this game.
Yeah, this might be the hill that decides this game unless Paris really steps it up. You got to give everything you can on this hill. But I believe last time Cleveland had a good hold here, so it's definitely going to be a good hold for them. But they're the ones breaking it, and break it they will. They get 3 players on the point already. Paris goes 2 down. Paris has 2 players kind of approaching patio side, but Revs know exactly where they're come from. He gets cut down from the side, but now he has the information. Cleveland is looking directly there. Paris doesn't have a lot of options on how to approach this hill. They either go in the front or they don't go in at all. Number 2 trying to get in the stairs, but there's so many Cleveland players on the point.
Yeah, they got to make something happen now. 7 points left. Great kill by Psychotic Pig. He is continuing the ball out. It is coming down to it. Can Paris get on the point? They cannot. And Cleveland Misfires take the map and the game, 250 to 127. Cleveland playing extremely well on that Tuscan hardpoint. And as we mentioned the whole game, Psychotic Pig, I mean, 30.